What makes a person deeply intuitive and emotionally intelligent? A question that leads us to a fascinating exploration of a concept that's gaining momentum in our fast-paced world: emotional intelligence, or EI for short. It's not just about being smart or having a high IQ. Emotional intelligence is about being emotionally smart, being aware of our emotions and the emotions of others, and using this awareness to navigate our lives more effectively. 6 key skills are often identified in individuals with high EI. These are self-awareness, self-regulation, motivation, empathy, social skills, and intrinsic motivation. Each of these skills plays a crucial role in shaping a person who not only understands and manages their own emotions, but also connects deeply with others. So why is emotional intelligence important? These skills are fundamental for personal and professional success, leading to deeper connections, more fulfilling careers, and overall, a more enriching life. Let's delve deeper into these 6 skills that are the hallmarks of deeply intuitive and emotionally intelligent people. Firstly, we have self-awareness. It's that uncanny ability to recognize and comprehend your own emotions, strengths, and weaknesses, as well as your values and drivers. It's like having a mirror that reflects not just your physical appearance, but your emotional landscape, your inner strengths, and areas for improvement. Now, why is self-awareness so vital? Simply put, it's the cornerstone of emotional intelligence. It's the very first step towards understanding not just yourself, but others as well. You see, when we understand our own emotions, we can empathize with the emotions of others. When we recognize our strengths, we can appreciate the strengths in others. And when we acknowledge our weaknesses, we can empathize with the struggles of others. But self-awareness doesn't stop at understanding. It extends to how our actions, words, and emotions impact those around us. It's about recognizing that our mood can set the tone for the room, that our words carry weight, and that our actions can influence others. It's about understanding that we're part of a larger social fabric and that we're not just isolated beings. People with high emotional intelligence are exceptionally self-aware. They don't just know that they're feeling sad or joyful or frustrated. They understand why they're feeling these emotions. They can pinpoint their triggers, navigate their emotional responses, and they understand how their emotions can affect others. In essence, self-aware individuals possess a clear understanding of their emotions, strengths, weaknesses, and impacts on others. Next is the skill of self-regulation. This is the ability to control or redirect disruptive impulses and moods, and the capacity to suspend judgment and think before acting. It's like having an inner thermostat that keeps your emotional climate in check. Imagine a situation where you're stuck in traffic. The frustration mounts, the horn blares, and stress levels rise. But with self-regulation, you can dial down the emotional temperature. You take deep breaths, refocus your mind on a calming thought or a favorite song. You're not suppressing emotions, but rather managing them in a productive way. This skill is crucial because it prevents us from making impulsive decisions that we might regret later. It gives us the ability to pause, assess the situation, and choose the best course of action. People with high emotional intelligence do this effortlessly. They don't allow anger, frustration, or any other disruptive emotion to cloud their judgment. Moreover, self-regulation is also about expressing emotions appropriately. High EI individuals understand that there's a time and place for everything. They won't explode in anger during a meeting or break down in tears in a professional setting. They can feel these emotions, yes, but they choose to express them in ways that are constructive and respectful to others. Having this skill also means being adaptable. High EI individuals are open to change and can adjust their emotions and behaviors to align with the situation at hand. They are resilient in the face of adversity and are not easily thrown off course. Thus, those with high EI are masters of their emotions, not allowing them to spiral out of control. Then we have the third skill, motivation. It's like a spark that lights the fire, the engine that propels us forward. Motivation is an internal force that compels us to act, to strive, to persevere. It's what gets us out of bed in the morning, ready to face the day's challenges. It's the source of our drive to achieve, to conquer, to excel. And it's a key trait of people with high emotional intelligence. You see, emotionally intelligent people aren't just driven by external rewards or recognition. Their motivation comes from within. They have a passion for what they do, a love for the challenges they face, a commitment to their goals. They don't need someone else to tell them to keep going, they tell themselves. And they're not just effective in their pursuits, they're exceptionally effective. Because when you're driven by passion, when you love what you do, success isn't just an outcome, it's inevitable. Highly emotionally intelligent people are driven, passionate, and effective in their pursuits. Moving forward, let's talk about empathy. It's the ability to understand and share the feelings of others. It's like seeing the world through someone else's eyes, feeling their joy and their pain as if it were your own. Now, empathy is more than just a nice-to-have social skill. It's a fundamental part of human connection. It's what allows us to understand each other, to offer support and comfort, and to build strong, meaningful relationships. People with high emotional intelligence, those deep individuals we've been talking about, are especially good at empathizing. They can tune into the emotions of those around them, recognizing feelings that may not be immediately obvious. This skill extends beyond just understanding others' emotions. It's about resonating with those emotions on a personal level. Imagine a friend tells you about a tough day at work. An empathetic individual wouldn't just understand their friend's frustration, they would feel it. They would share in that moment, offering genuine comfort because they can, in some way, experience the same distress. This capacity for empathy is what makes emotionally intelligent people such great friends, partners, and leaders. They can connect with others on a deep emotional level. They understand people, not just what they do or say, but how they feel. Empathetic individuals can understand and share the feelings of others, making them excellent at recognizing others' emotional states. Scene script. Next up is the skill of social skills. In the realm of emotional intelligence, social skills are akin to the glue that binds the entire construct together. They are the outward manifestation of our inner emotional capabilities. High emotional intelligence often translates into proficiency in managing relationships and building networks. This isn't limited to just personal relationships, but extends to professional ones as well. Imagine walking into a room full of strangers. An individual with high EI doesn't see a room full of strangers, but a room full of potential connections. They are able to find common ground with others and use that as a foundation to build rapport. This skill isn't about being the most charismatic or outgoing person in the room. It's about being perceptive, responsive, and considerate. Social skills also involve effective communication. This includes not just verbal communication, but also nonverbal cues like body language and facial expressions. Being able to interpret these cues correctly is a vital part of building and maintaining relationships. Moreover, social skills include conflict resolution. People with high EI are good at diffusing situations and finding solutions that satisfy everyone involved. They understand that relationships are not about winning or losing, but about understanding and cooperation. In essence, social skills are about nurturing relationships, fostering mutual respect, and creating a positive, collaborative environment. These are the hallmarks of people with high emotional intelligence. They understand that relationships are the backbone of any successful venture, be it personal or professional. People with high EI are adept at managing relationships, building networks, and finding common grounds. Finally, we have intrinsic motivation. Intrinsic motivation is that inner drive, that internal fire that fuels our actions, not because of external rewards like money or recognition, but because of an inner satisfaction and fulfillment. It's about being motivated by your own values, interests, and passions. Intrinsic motivation is a key trait of people with high emotional intelligence because they understand what truly matters to them. They are not easily swayed by the fleeting allure of external rewards. Instead, they are driven by their own principles and passions. Their motivation comes from within, making them more resilient in the face of obstacles and more dedicated to their pursuits. Unlike those who are primarily motivated by external factors, intrinsically motivated individuals aren't just chasing the next big thing. They are committed to their own growth and development, and they are passionate about what they do. Intrinsically motivated individuals are driven by their values and interests, making them dedicated and passionate in their pursuits. In conclusion, these 6 skills highlight the essence of emotional intelligence. They weave a tapestry of self-awareness where individuals understand their own emotions, strengths, and weaknesses. They demonstrate self-regulation, managing their moods and impulses effectively. They exude motivation, showing a strong drive to achieve and a passion for their goals. They radiate empathy, recognizing and understanding the feelings of others. They display impressive social skills, managing relationships and building networks effortlessly. Lastly, they are driven by intrinsic motivation, guided by their inner values and interests rather than external rewards. Each of these skills is like a thread that, when woven together, creates a fabric of deep emotional intelligence. These skills are not just beneficial, they are essential to personal and professional success. They allow individuals to build stronger relationships, overcome challenges, and achieve their goals. It's clear that individuals with high emotional intelligence lead more fulfilling lives, have deeper connections, and are more successful in their careers.